Hello everyone. Today also we are going to solve another graphical method problem of linear programming. In this problem there are four constants. Let us read the statement. Solve the following linear programming problem by graphical method with objective function given as maximize z equals to 3x1 plus 4x2 subject to condition 5x1 plus 4x2 less than equal to 200. Second constant 3x1 plus 5x2 is less than equal to 150. Third constant is given as 5x1 plus 4x2 greater than equal to 100. And the last one 8x1 plus 4x2 is greater than equal to 80, where x1 and x2 is greater than equal to 0. So this is about the problem statement, and now we will solve the problem using the graphical method. So first of all, we will replace all the inequality by equality sign of the constants. So first, replace the inequality by equality. So this is our first step. We have to replace all these inequality sign by equality sign. So let us do it. So the first expression becomes 5x1 plus 4x2 equals to 200. So now we have to look for the values of x1 and x2. How to find the value of x1 and x2? First of all, put x1 equals to 0 in this expression 1. So when we put x1 equal to 0, so x2 becomes 200 divided by 4, and that is equal to 50. Similarly, when we put x2 equal to 0, in that case this term becomes 0. So x1 equals to 200 divided by 5. Okay. So 200 divided by 5, this gives us the value of 40. Now in this way, from the equation 1, we are getting the straight line coordinates as 0, 50. That is the first point coordinate of the line, straight line, and 40, 0. So by using these coordinates, we will draw the first line on the graph. Similarly, you should do the calculation for second, third and fourth equation. Our second equation is 3x1 plus 5x2 equals to 150. This is our second expression. And from this second expression, when you put the x1 and x2 in turn, you will get the coordinate points of the straight line as 0, 30 and 50, 0. Similarly, from the third equation, that is 5x1 plus 4x2 equals to 100. This is our third equation. And from this we will get x1, x2 value coordinates 0, comma 20 and 10, comma 0. Okay, and from the last one, that is add x1 plus 4x2 equals to 80. This is our fourth and last constraint, and from this we are getting the straight line coordinates as 0, comma 25 and 20, comma 0. So these are the coordinates that we have found for the four equations, and now we will plot all these four lines on the graph. So now we have marked the plot. So our first line was crossing from the coordinate 0, comma 50 and 40, comma 0. So now using the scale, we should join these two coordinate points. So in this way, we have to join these 2 points. So now we are getting a straight line. Similarly, second, third and fourth line you have to join. So our second line is passing through the coordinate 0, comma 30 and 50, comma 0. So now by joining these 2 points, so this is our second line. Now we will join the third line. The coordinates are 0, comma 20 and 10, comma 0. So this is our third line. So now we will join the last straight line. The coordinates are 0, comma 25 and 20, comma 0. So this is the point. So now join it. So now we have marked all the four lines. So one thing you should keep in mind, the lines which are having the sign with less than equal to 0. Okay, the less than equal to inequality signs, and for those lines we will do the shading below this line. Okay, likewise. So this is our feasible solution zone. So now on this, so these are the lines with less than equal to sign. Okay, whenever the sign is less than equal to, we should take the shading, we should do the shading below this line like this. And for those greater than equal to inequality sign, we have to take the portion that is above those lines. Okay, so these lines with the signs greater than equal to, and that's why we have taken this upper portion. And for these we are taking the lower portion because of this type of sign, less than equal to or greater than equal to. For less than equal to, you should take below the straight line the shading that you have to do, and for greater than, above the straight line. Okay, so this rule you have to follow. And now we are having this shaded division. So this corner point you have to locate the coordinate axis, and this is 13.8 and 11.5. Okay, and these are the on the axis, so we already know the coordinates. So now just do the numbering. So let us mark this as point A, this as point B, this as point C, this as point D, okay, and this as point E. So our A, B, C, D, and E. Okay, this is our feasible solution region. Okay. This is our feasible solution method. And now you have to just write the coordinates of the corner points. So coordinates of the corner point E, that is 20 comma 0, this point, and A 40 comma 0, B 30.8 comma 11.5, C 0 comma 30, D 0 comma 25. Okay, so these are the coordinate points of all the corner points, these corner points. Okay, so now you have to put these values in turn in the objective function, and that is z equals to 3x1 plus 4x2. So when you put x1 as 20, x2 as 0, so from this coordinate you are getting z as 60. From the point A, z as 120. From the point B, you are getting z as 138.4. From point C, you will get z as 120. And from point D, we are getting the z value as 100. So how we are getting these values? Let us see as example. Suppose we are taking point D. In point D, the x value is 0, so this term becomes 0. Then 4 into x2. x2 value is 25, so 4 into 25 is 100. So that's why we are getting this value as 100. Now you have to look for the problem is of minimization or maximization type. As this problem is of maximization type, you have to look for the maximum value. So this is the maximum value, and this value is corresponding to point B, so ZB. So our x1 value will be corresponding to this point B. x1 equals to 30.8, x2 equals to 11.5. Okay. So this is our optimal solution. So this is our optimal solution. Thank you for watching.